Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Nick Vinzan. Aaliyah has the weekend off. Today, dozens of homeless veterans were given a special farewell in Marana. Organizers of the event said they want to make sure that none of their comrades are forgotten. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink was at the ceremony. It's a story you'll see only on News 4.
On a windy fall afternoon in Marana, the spirit of kindness was in the air. Vietnam vet Richard Eaton says he's doing what he hopes others will do for him.
I have no living heirs, and I would hope somebody would show up to my funeral. So I'm showing these men the respect that I would like to receive.
33 homeless or unclaimed veterans.
David Michael Snodgrass, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam.
Honored under the sun with a funeral service and proper burial years after they're gone.
We are paying reverence to a family friend who passed away really before his time, and he was a military member. And because he had no family, we felt the need to be his family today.
And more than half a century after he served proudly in Vietnam, Eaton is wounded by the scars of war.
What do you remember about your time in Vietnam?
Hell. It was hell. Unfortunately, I got shot up in Vietnam. Yeah, I have both arms and both legs, but that's about all I have.
He just forgets to include his gratitude. Still very much intact.
I'm proud of those other men who served. I'm hoping somebody else will be proud that I served.
The Southern Arizona chapter of the Missing in America Project put on this ceremony. Their mission is to locate, identify, and then bury the remains of homeless veterans. The program started in 2007 nationwide, and since it's helped to bury more than 3,600 veterans. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.
One person is dead after an early morning collision this morning near First and Fort Lowell. Officials say a motorcycle and truck collided. The rider was taken to the hospital but did not survive. No word yet on any charges or citation. The intersection that you see there was closed for several hours but has since reopened. A man has been indicted on federal charges for allegedly threatening to kidnap and kill a U.S. senator. According to a charging document, James Blevins threatened a senator only identified by officials Senator J.F. Senator Jeff Flake said in September that he received death threats during the confirmation process of Justice Brett Kavanaugh. However, it hasn't been confirmed that those two cases are connected. Thousands of migrants fleeing poverty and crime in their home countries are now in a standoff at the border of Mexico and Guatemala. President Donald Trump says they're headed for the U.S. and only Republicans can stop them. Chris Pallone has the latest.
Thousands of migrants from Central America believed to be headed to the United States border have been slowed in their journey at the crossing from Guatemala to Mexico. Many camped out on a bridge between the two countries for more than a day after violent clashes with Mexican police. Now, some are trying to get into Mexico any way they can, swimming the river below or jumping onto rafts. Police seem to have a harder time stopping them. They say they're desperately trying to escape crime and poverty in their home countries. Most are from Honduras.
Sí, es muy duro, pero el problema es que no nos podemos quedar en nuestro país a esperar nada, porque sin trabajo, ¿cómo le voy a dar de comer a mi hijo?
She says she's desperate to get out of her home country, Honduras, because there's just no work. She doesn't know where to go, and she wants to take her year-and-a-half-old child and get out of there. And it's just a desperate situation.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo met with his Mexican counterpart Friday.
This is a large group of people. They are putting women and children in front of the caravan to use as shields as they make their way through.
President Trump, who made immigration and building a border wall the centerpiece of his 2016 campaign, is talking about the caravan every chance he gets and blaming Democrats.
You have some very, very bad people in the caravan. You have some very tough criminal elements within the caravan. But I will seal off the border before they come into this country. And I'll bring out our military, not our reserves. I'll bring out our military.
The problem with his rhetoric is that it is playing to a small base of people who are terrified, white people primarily, who are going to lose their position as the entitled majority.
It's a message that worked for the president before. Will it work in the midterms? Chris Pallone, NBC News.
With no winner last night, the new estimated Mega Millions jackpot has now passed $1.6 billion, tying for the largest record jackpot. Last night's numbers were 65, 53, 23, 15, 70, and the Mega Ball was 7. California officials say one person did get 5 out of the 6 numbers. The next drawing will be Tuesday, so don't be surprised if that jackpot gets even bigger. Stephanie?
Yes, and I was already mapping out what I was going to do with $1 billion, starting with a white Porsche. Well, I guess there's always next week. But here's $1 million Skylapse for you. We started off with clear conditions earlier today. Those clouds began to increase in the afternoon ahead of possible showers tomorrow and on Monday. Take a look at that sunset. Just gorgeous. Sunset is at 5:45 this evening. 84 degrees right now. Winds are out of the east-southeast at 17 miles per hour. So if it felt breezy today, you were not mistaken. In fact, we had peak wind gusts near 40 miles per hour. 37 in Tucson, 24 in both Nogales and Sierra Vista, 31 in Douglas, and 30 in Safford. It will be breezy tomorrow as well, and then by tomorrow evening into Monday, that should taper down. Clear conditions on the radar currently, just some increasing clouds, but along with this, we could see some showers build up tomorrow and Monday. A 60% chance for showers tomorrow in Tucson. I'll have those details coming up in our full forecast. Nick?
Thank you, Stephanie. Cochise County Sheriff's deputies are hoping you can help them find a missing man. 68-year-old Joseph Dow Jr. was last seen leaving his home in Benson on Wednesday morning. Officials say he was riding a purple Schwinn mountain bike with a wooden rack on the back. Deputies say Dowd struggles with memory issues and may have been seen in the Sierra Vista area on Friday. If you see him, contact the Cochise County Sheriff's Office. You can find that number on our website at KVOA.com. 6 people are critically injured after a head-on accident in Phoenix. Officials say 2 vehicles with a total of 9 people were involved in the crash. 4 men and 2 women, ranging from 17 to 70, were rushed to the hospital. The other 3 people had minor injuries. An investigation into exactly what caused that crash is now underway. And the Cochise County Sheriff's Office wants to warn you about a new scam. In it, a caller says that a company called Unisource has taken over Sulphur Springs Valley Electric and that the victim has an outstanding balance of as much as $1,000 in some cases. One person who got the call says the scam sounds legitimate and even includes automated options. Coming up on News 4 Tucson Live at 5:30, the Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona hosting a special event today to teach young girls about the importance of being active in their communities. Plus, a downtown festival transforms an intersection trying to make the roads a safer place. We'll have that story and more when we come right back.
Investigating for you. This is News